Six members.
Yeah, we got to get them to like
Three twenty nine.
the
Three twenty
YouTube
nine.
page, man.
Yeah, yeah. We have to make sure, yeah, that we get you guys over there to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
We're back on. We're back on, man.
All right. Hey. We'll let that rock a second. You know how we do it. We turn it up extra loud this time.
I'm
Hey.
dope. Yeah, I'm on the mic, yo. So dope. Do what you like, yo. You know, I got your vice. Hey, roll the
Hey.
dice. Hey, we gon' go for broke. Yeah, I'm dope. Yeah, I'm on the mic, yo. So dope. Do what you like, yo. Raw and uncut.
Hey. We bite. Y'all come on
Flash
back
right.
in. We're gonna let this ride for a second. Who said
Package.
we had a little glitch?
Witness magic. Lovely. Beautiful. What I'm gonna do to you. No hangovers. Same
Same
shoulder.
shoulder.
Colder. Water
Put the
down.
vocals on it.
Yeah. I don't know if they coming through at the same rate as far as I'm hearing to say it along, you know?
Your first
I
time.
think it's on the same.
Baby. Crazy.
Crazy.
I got your vice, whatever you like, cause I'm nice. You with gin and juice, a rum and coke. You might wanna
All right,
take
let's
it
see.
slow.
Now are we on the same feed or a different one?
It's gonna be a different one.
Okay, okay.
We're back now. We're back.
Hey, Timothy EZ is in the house. We just had a glitch, man. We had to start a new feed. Our former guest, Mellow Groove brother, Easy to Dawn, as he says.
What up, Tim?
Yeah, let me share this one to my page. We had to do a little reset, guys. You know, live. You know,
Yeah.
technology has a mind of its own sometimes, so we had to reset. Easy, how did everything go in Greenville on Saturday? Famous tried to get me to come out Saturday too. I
I
turned
tried
everybody down.
to.
I turned everybody down, yo. I was like, I'm gonna take advantage of this rest, you know.
I'm just gonna take it to the crib.
Yeah, man. I was already at the crib in rest mode, and yeah, I was like, man, I'm gonna just take advantage of this opportunity to get some rest because I had been ripping and running Thursday, Friday, a choir rehearsals Saturday morning, then went on up to load the van, and like I was, everything was going according to plan, and then we got canceled out
Yeah.
up in Banner Elk on Saturday, and like I told you, I hit the wing stop. When I got off the interstate, I hit the wing stop and brought it on to the house.
Easy says, lovely, it all worked out.
Yeah, what's that? What's that link they need to go or click on,
I'll
famous,
put
so
that
we can
on
see their names?
there. Yeah, right there.
Yeah,
Ecam.live/connect.
yeah. If you guys would do that, that just gives Ecamm permission to post your name up with your comments. Everything worked out. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, we were
So
trying to
yeah,
keep them busy, Tim.
they didn't want me to have no rest.
Yeah. It's just rare, man, because like I said, I had that one that ended early, so I was like, I might, but it was too late.
Yeah,
It
man,
was too
it's
late.
like that sometimes. But I'll catch you guys on the
Yeah.
next one. Hopefully. But yeah, we glad to be back. And if you guys were with us just a little while ago, we had to restart. Little technical difficulties, but we here and we back. We back.
Yeah.
Hope everybody had a great. How was the holiday? How was you guys? Memorial Day celebration. You get a lot of.
Oh
Well,
man.
the weather. Hopefully, I know Sunday going into yesterday. I actually had a buddy of mine from church have me come by and grab some stuff on
Oh yeah.
Sunday. It was raining and all of that.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. They try to look out for you, boy.
that's
Shout out,
good.
shout out to Juan Joseph at Mount Dewell. He's the guy that got me my gig there.
Oh, okay.
Years ago, hadn't even heard me play a lick. But he knew that I was involved with playing music and things like that, man. And he recommended me to be there. I think I done put in about a dub down there now, about a
Wow.
20 piece, but they take good care of me. Shout out
Yeah.
to everybody at Mount Dewell Baptist Church. But fixed me up with a couple of plates, man, which lasted me until yesterday and whatnot. So I mean, yeah, I was great. Had more chill time yesterday, but all those that cooked out, I had started a a post in the feed like, hey, share some of your some of your cooking out tips, man. That
Yeah.
was a lot of fun.
Don't
A
put
lot of
raisins in
fun.
it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I knew someone was gonna do. I think shout out to Melissa McLean who cautiously advised us not to put raisins in
Not
our
put
potato
raisins in.
salad.
Yeah, we didn't do much. Actually, yeah, we didn't do anything here yesterday. We just kind of caught up on some stuff because I was, working all weekend, and my
Yeah.
wife had went away to with the kids to see her parents for the weekend because I wasn't gonna be
Okay.
home anyway. It was gonna be 2 weekends in a row that I was
Hmm.
working the whole weekend. So she was just like after the previous weekend where I had to work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. When it
Hmm.
came down to this weekend, I was gonna have to work Friday and Saturday again. So she was like, "Yo, we're gonna take it to the we're gonna get out of here for the weekend." So she
Yeah.
went to took the kids to see her parents. So they got back on Sunday, and it was still pretty nasty outside Sunday. So we
Yeah.
didn't do much. And then Monday we just kind of used that time to catch up,
There you go.
get some
There
stuff
you
done
go.
outside, and
Hmm.
let the kids play and get out and run and jump in the pool and all that. While we got some little
Absolutely.
a few odds and
Absolutely.
ends around the house and stuff. So that's all we did. We didn't cook out. We
Yeah.
didn't we didn't do any of the Memorial Day things, but we just
Right.
kind of caught up with each other.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're here, please drop us a comment. I see we got a few people on. Only a
Yeah.
couple of people are commenting.
Yeah.
We like to know who's here so we can give you a shout out. Um, Feel free to share this on your own individual pages while we're on, because some of your friends might want to hop in and join us. And while we're at it, shout out to everybody that's on Facebook. Shout out to everybody who's on YouTube joining us. If you're joining us on Twitch, welcome
Hmm.
nationally and internationally.
What's
And
up?
if you happen to catch a whiff on Instagram, welcome as well. And I was saying, as we're signing back on, we in our No Shortcuts community now, ladies and gentlemen, we are at officially 329 members. We want to translate some of those memberships over to our YouTube channel and
Hmm.
get those numbers up as well. So shout out to CJ Bell.
What up,
CJ,
CJ?
former guest of on our platform, member of the TAMS and the 14 karat gold band. I seen CJ going up and down the road. CJ had that TMI post yesterday about coming home from Georgia. CJ, I started to say TMI when I left it alone, man. This guy gave us a very detailed synopsis of his journey back home after the game.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't think I saw that.
Yeah, yeah, we should pull it up and read it out loud.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Let's do that to CJ.
That's my man, though. What's up,
Yeah.
CJ? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What's good?
So
What's good?
we were saying we got like 300 something in the group, but
Yeah, yeah,
if you can head to this link right here for our
yeah,
YouTube page,
guys.
right? And
Do that.
hit a subscription on the YouTube so we can
Hmm.
get our YouTube following up as well. So you can be
Yeah,
notified when we might be doing some YouTube specific content later and things like that. So
yeah,
you want to be a part of that part of the
for
show
sure,
as well.
for
So head
sure.
to YouTube, No Shortcut Show, and give it a sub.
Yeah, please go over there, ladies and gentlemen, and hit that like. Share this with your friends. Share the community with your friends. Because again, we're in the early stages of trying to build something, and I see great potential in what we're trying to build here. We're
Hmm.
starting our own community of entrepreneurs, and and entrepreneurs need people to get services from them, so we can all work together and build something really great. But it takes all of us putting in the work, spreading the word,
And
different things like that.
just to share stories and to share information and share
Yeah,
best practices and things that are
yeah,
working or not working in your business that
right.
someone else might benefit from.
Yeah, then if
Just
and if you
the information.
yeah, and if you have promos and things like that, feel free. Juan's very good about that. Feel free to share, whatever the current things you have going on in our No Shortcuts community, as well as whatever your links to your business page may be. So I just try to keep it. We try to keep it active, and the more activity we have, the more we can grow over there. But you guys are doing great so far. Like I said, officially 329 members over there. We would just like to translate some of that over to our YouTube channel. And I feel like you guys are going to continue to be diligent in helping us do so.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
looking
man.
outside. One of the neighborhood kids just passed by. They're coming to see if my kids are here. I'm sure.
I, Ah, okay. So your doorbell's about to ring.
You know, yeah, there's probably gonna be a knock at the door, and the mosquito guy's coming today again.
Oh, he's coming back again, or was that the weed eater guy the
I
last
was
time?
telling Emily when she got, I said, I bet you he gonna come here right at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like he waiting. Okay, his show starts
Yeah.
when. All right, yeah. Let's go. Let's
Let's
go ahead
see,
and crank it up, fellas.
Becky McGinnis. Who does the DJ work for weddings? That's me. Who do I have my own business. I have my own company.
Yeah, he could work for whatever. You got
Yeah.
what you got. You got a wedding, private party. Whatever you need. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. Where are you viewing from, Becky?
You were you, Becky? I
With the
have a
good hair.
DJ, a DJ event company. We do DJs, bands, all types of entertainment for weddings and not just weddings, but mostly weddings, but most functions.
Yeah,
So let
yeah.
me know
So
what
if
you need. Let me know
Yeah,
what
so
you
if you
need.
guys if you guys missed the introduction, this is DJ Famous to the left hand side of your screen. He's not only a DJ, he's a co-host of this platform. He's executive producer of this platform. He's a digital media strategist, an event coordinator, and what else? Did I forget anything?
I think that was all right.
I covered it.
I
Okay,
think you covered
he
it.
tried to be modest. He don't want to give me
Trying
the
to be.
very last.
Yeah. Oh, I was just reading the comments. I'm booked for her daughter's wedding. Yeah, we're booked for
Oh,
her
okay. Oh,
daughter's
so you're.
wedding.
Oh, they already
Yeah,
have you
yeah,
booked.
yeah, yeah. Well, my company booked. I'm not sure
Yeah.
which DJ it will be, but yeah, but she's booked my company for her daughter's wedding. Let's put
Yeah.
that
Shout
out
out to my brothers in the house. My
there. Yeah.
brother Matt. Matt
What up, Matt?
and Smooth Sales. Matt, go ahead and drop your link in the comments. If you guys, hey, you guys don't always have to go to Amazon to make some online purchases.
For
You
sure.
can go holler at Smooth Sales. And shout out to my brother's son, my nephew, graduated high school last week. So
Mm-hmm.
my nephew is going off to bigger and better things. And I was like, man, it just seemed like it
Where's he
was a
going?
minute ago. Matt, where's he going to school? I forget. I don't want to. I have so much information I have to keep up with. I don't want to. I don't want to say. I don't want to lie to you guys up here.
Yeah.
Matt will tell you though. I'm
Matt's
sure when
at
he gets a moment.
shopsmoothsales.com.
Yeah, yeah,
Shopsmoothsales.com. Hit him up.
yeah,
Yeah, Becky, she
guys.
says we were. Oh, I was very nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you,
This guy's
Becky.
one of the nicest guys, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet in your entire life. Oh, he's
Stop.
going to USC Columbia.
USC
Okay.
Columbia. Yeah, good for him. So yeah, we don't have a don't have a guest this week. We just want to come on for a little bit and chat and
Yeah.
kind of catch up since we weren't on last week and
Mhm.
just want to take a few minutes to not neglect the audience.
For sure.
And of course, we'll be back next week with another guest. But we just want to talk a little bit about what's been going on the last couple of weeks, man. Since
Yeah.
the last time we were on,
Mm-hmm.
because this is both of our busy seasons, of course. So I'm
Yes,
sure we
sir.
have some stories. My man is the music director of the legendary chairman of the board right here.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I know
yeah.
you guys have been out on the road. So
Mm-hmm.
where have you been and what have you seen these last
Yeah,
couple
and
weeks,
and
man?
and and let me also throw Mellow Groove
And
in there
Mellow Groove, yeah.
because
Because y'all had
Mellow
some Mellow
Groove.
Groove shows.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm heavily involved with two outfits. Mellow Groove is an outfit that was started. Tim, you still here? Timothy Easy, former guest, with him and former guest Brandon Stevens. So I balance
Yeah.
two different things, man, and play at church and do a few other things. But let's see, when was the last time we were here? It was the week before last. So
Week
the week
before
before
last, yeah.
last, the chairman of the board, we went to Lumberton,
Hmm.
North Carolina, and it was rainy out there, actually sprinkling, but the stage was covered. And I think they actually trimmed about 30 minutes off of our show out there. So we've been battling these elements when you got to
Yeah.
do outside summer, spring, summer into early fall events that accommodate large amounts of people. They're normally outside, and you have to fight against the elements
Hmm.
sometimes. But so yeah, so we were in Lumberton May 18th. Then Brandon Stevens and I represented Mellow Groove down in Greenville that Saturday after that, which was May 20th. We were at, what was the name? Hall's Chop House. That's where we ran into Pastor
Okay.
John Gray.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pastor John Gray, who has his church and congregation set up down there in Greenville, South Carolina. It was a pleasant surprise to see him in there, along with Pastor YPJ,
Hmm.
who's if you guys are on Facebook or you follow online ministry, it was a pleasure to meet both of them and hang out with them for a few moments. Took
Mm-hmm.
some pictures and all that. I think Brandon actually went to the church service that Sunday, and my
Okay.
sister sent me the link, the online link, and they were recapping their the time that they spent at halls and everything. So that was pretty cool to see a
Yeah.
couple of I guess big time preachers and pastors who have online ministry, and they're kind of
Mm-hmm.
recapping the situation that we played at as part of their introductions before they got into the sermon and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so then last week, the chairman of the board, last Thursday, we were at Middle C Jazz in Charlotte, man, and that was a great time. It's always cool when you play pretty close to where you live. And then so we after we did our sound check there was a photographer. We did a small photo shoot. I
Mm-hmm.
posted some of those pics in my Instagram and Facebook story. So we did a photo shoot, did the gig at Middle C. Let's see. Then Friday night, last Friday, I sat in with the Recall band. We were at Aroma Cigar Lounge up in Charlotte on Monroe Road, and that was pretty cool. My first time there. Nice little spot. And they have live music and whatnot. I did a choir rehearsal on Saturday morning, preparing for church on Sunday. I left choir rehearsal, then was headed to get on the van with the chairman of the board to go to Banner Elk, but we got a phone call saying that it was raining up there and it was super windy. And of course, Banner Elk is up in the mountains.
Yeah.
We played it last year, man, and it's seriously up in the mountains. They call it
Mm-hmm.
the Eagle Nest Amphitheater. The stage is made like a nest, a wooden
Yeah.
nest.
Yeah.
And if you go to the back of the stage and you look out, all you see is trees and mountains and clouds. But so we they were gracious enough to still take care of us, and we rescheduled for another date in July.
Okay.
So I came on home, and which leads up to when Tim, because Mellow Groove had to play also on Saturday, and they had got a replacement for me because I was already booked with the chairman. And Tim hit me up and was like, "I heard you got canceled. Come on to
Come
Green."
through.
Come on. I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna just take advantage of this rest." And then you hit me because you were finishing with your weddings and stuff. I was like, "Yo, man, let's get a bite to eat." I was like, "Nah."
Staying in.
I was
Not
turning
going nowhere.
everybody down. Hey, but at the same time, man, it's great to that people want you to come out and do stuff. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
And
It's great.
shout out to Tim. He says his daughter graduated from Northwestern High
Lyric.
School on Friday, and she's going to
Hey.
Clemson.
Oh,
Congratulations to
okay.
her as
Big shit.
well.
Can we hit the applause for that? For all these
Absolutely.
children graduating, my nephew, and we got Lyric.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Good job.
Okay, actually. Oh,
Congratulations.
she said he also says actually Mellow Groove's first baby. She was born when we started.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt.
That's
And
what's up.
Lyric also, when I went to the Earth Day birthday with Isaiah a few weeks ago, she was there, and I think I shouted her out on here, and I definitely had talked to
Mm-hmm.
Tim directly, but
Yeah.
she was there working with the students at Northwestern, and she helped us make some tie dye T-shirt. And I wore that T-shirt a few weeks ago too. As a matter of fact, on
Okay.
the program.
Well,
Yeah.
congratulations to her. Headed to Clemson. Good
Yes, yes,
job. Good
y'all.
job.
It's that time of year. Lots of people graduating, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, uh, we just had Memorial Day. Summertime, and also leading up to Father's Day and the July 4th. It's busy season, man. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Congrats to everybody that's graduating or making good grades, ready to go on to the next. Yeah, going to the next venture, man. And
Yeah.
so that's wonderful. It's always wonderful when us as dads, not just dads, but as parents in general, when we can see our kids thriving, man, and because we pour so much into them to get them to where they
Mm-hmm.
need to be. So it's rewarding when we see them when a lot of things come into fruition, even with Isaiah and hitting the honor roll and making all A's and things like that. It's a feeling of pride, being proud, and because you putting that work in,
Yeah.
you put that work in,
Yeah.
we doing it together. So yeah, shout out to all the dads out there, especially with Father's Day about to come up.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Y'all
So
tell
that
us
was
about your
that was
holiday and all that.
a pretty busy couple weeks over there. So
Yeah,
we
what
had
about yourself?
We had on Friday that first weekend on Friday. I had a wedding in Wilmington.
Okay.
Yeah, so drove down to Wilmington, but it was early. It was early in the wedding was 11 o'clock in the morning. So it was like a
Whoa. And you left
brunch.
that morning
Yeah, I left that morning. Just drove out early that morning, and
about
since it
six
was a
o'clock.
brunch, yeah, I think I left the house like at 6:30 or so.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it was raining the whole way. It was horrible
Mm.
weather. I was like, I don't know what's going, because the wedding was literally on the beach.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen when I get there.
Yeah,
But
man.
I mean, the weather worked out perfectly just for that little
Yeah.
30 minutes that we needed. It
Wow.
worked out. It was a little, it was like a
Wow.
light drizzle, but it wasn't
Yeah.
bad. It was
Okay.
definitely doable. So I had to set
Yeah.
up I got a battery powered speaker
Mm-hmm.
to be out there for the wedding ceremony.
Okay.
And then it was just a little light drizzle. And then once we took it inside the hotel for the reception, then
Yeah.
it started pouring raining out there.
Yeah.
So
Hey, I'm telling you, God has
yeah,
mercy on us sometimes. That reminds me just when we was in Tega K a few weeks ago that weekend, and just when we finished, it started drizzling. I
yeah,
was like, wow,
yeah,
yeah. So sometimes we, gotta hold up, hold the elements back for us
yeah,
long enough
just
just to
long
get our
enough.
work done.
Because I saw they had to come in. They were doing their photos during cocktail hour, and they
Uh-huh.
had to come in to do their photos inside because it just the bottom just fell
Yeah.
out. And I was like,
Yeah.
this ceremony ended right on time. So that was Friday, but it was over early. I mean, it was over at like 4 o'clock. So
Uh-huh.
I came back home, and then Saturday I went to Charleston, but I wasn't DJing this wedding.
Okay.
You know, we had supplied a band to go there, but I
Okay.
was going anyway to kind of help out with the wedding ceremony itself because I was,
Right.
providing the microphones and everything
Yeah.
for the ceremony,
Yeah.
and and I was just kind of there managing the
Yeah.
entertainment process
Yeah. You
because
were event
I was
coordinating.
I was coordinating the event because we had
Yeah.
like a violinist during the ceremony.
Yeah.
And then the cocktail hour was just the solo kind of guitar acoustic, and then the
Okay.
full band during the reception. So
Nice.
I was just kind of there managing through all that, and I captured a whole bunch of content for it. I was there pretty much
Okay.
doing video for the
Nice.
reception, getting a lot of
Yeah.
content for that
Okay.
on Saturday.
That's what's up, man.
And then Sunday, yeah, that was the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that was Charleston Saturday, and then Sunday I was
Wow.
in Monroe for a
Uh-huh.
wedding out in Monroe. Again, it was ceremony outdoors, but the weather worked out by Sunday.
Yeah.
It kind of passed through, so
Awesome.
just long enough to have and it was also early, so it
No,
was like a
okay.
brunch. It was like
Can't
a
beat the
Sunday
early.
brunch, yeah,
Yeah.
a Sunday brunch wedding. Got the weekend over with. I was home by 6 o'clock, chilling.
Okay. Who was the band in Charleston? Was it some of DJ Sticks people?
It was someone he recommended to me
Oh,
actually,
okay.
because
I just
this particular couple wanted a band that had a male and female singer,
Mhm.
and kind of like party vibes, you know. So
Yeah.
the band was called Me and Mr. Jones. So they actually have they actually have two bands. So the band leader, shout out to Chris. The
Okay.
name of
That's
this
funny.
band is Return of the Mac. That's the name of their band.
Wow.
Return of the
Okay.
Mac. But
Okay.
then when the female singer is with them, it's kind of different offshoots of the band.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I know how that
She's
goes.
leading is called Me and Mr.
Me and
Jones.
Mr.
So that was in
Jones.
there, and it was
Okay.
female lead singer. It was a female drummer, a
Drummer.
female
Oh, you got footage?
keyboardist.
I'd like to see
Yeah, I do
some.
have some. I haven't finished
Okay.
going through all of it yet, but they was a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
fun. They were a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah. See, people forget about Mr. Jones, right? They just know about me and Mrs. Jones. But in
Yeah.
order to have a Mrs. Jones, there got to be a Mr. Jones somewhere.
Exactly. Exactly. So they were a lot of fun though, and I mean the couple loved them, and they just did all the typical party stuff.
Oh yeah,
And they had a few
yeah.
special requests like for their first dance. You know, the
Oh
guy,
yeah,
he did that live and stuff, and it was a lot of
yeah.
fun. It
That
was a lot of
reminds
fun
me.
me being a part of it on that end. You know, like
Oh, for sure. You
not
just
having
kind
to
of
perform, but being able
yeah,
to.
just making sure everything is cool. That reminds me too when we were in Greenville at Hall's Chop House, Brandon and I, and so we're setting up, and they had a wedding party there, and so we're setting up, and they're like, they want you guys to play such and such on their first their first. So while we setting up before we
So they
start, we
just told you at
outside,
the last minute.
yeah, and we listening. and we like, well, this is going, we got a tip jar too, just so you know. And so we outside after we set up listening to this song, Brandon and I, and I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, it's like, kind of country, so typical four chords, basic major chords, and I'm like, all right, we can do the verse and the chorus. I don't know about this bridge right
Mhm.
here I'm listening to, but we pulled it off, man. So sometimes when you're there for one thing, you get thrown something else, and you just try to do the best you can to make
Yeah.
it work. So we were able to do the bulk of the song. We just left the
Yeah.
bridge out,
Yeah, that's
and
pretty
and
good that
for
you could do it on request like that. Because all the
that's
stuff that they wanted for this wedding, I had them give it to me ahead of time, and I told them, they're
yeah,
gonna do their playlist, but we had enough time for him to learn, the first dance
right,
and the
right,
songs that they were walking down the aisle to and stuff like that. So,
yeah,
but
yeah,
they weren't
and
doing anything on the spot. No requests on the spot for sure.
yeah, and see, sometimes people just assume
Yeah.
everything. Now we as musicians, we know a wide array
Right.
of songs. We play a wide array of songs, but some things, you're just not gonna know everything.
Yeah.
So fortunately,
And you
we
can't
were
learn it
sharp.
on the spot either. You can't
Yeah,
learn it
we
like the
but
week
but
before.
yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what really sharpened us up back in the day. Tim, if you still on here, you can vouch for this. We used to do this event called R&B Live
Hmm.
in Charlotte many years ago. We were like the house band, but it was three of us, me, Tim, and Sue, the bass player from Mellow Groove. So every week you got people signing up to perform. It's like Apollo is, but
Yeah,
you
it's
got
like an
different acts, but you
open
got the
mic.
one band. So you got people now. These people are supposed to sign up ahead of time to give me the songs. I was the music director for that. So give me the songs. I make sure the band learns it. But then you still got people that show up the night of.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, 2009.
Hmm.
People that show up the night of and it's like, oh, you guys know this song, you guys know this song, and I remember there's times where like there may be another keyboard player there, so I'll get him to come play one. I step outside to listen to a song, and we
Okay.
and we working like that. So even though that situation wasn't too long lived, it lasted about a year or so. The business went kind of left after a certain point. But shout out to Nathan Smalls though.
Yeah.
Still much love. Timothy Easy, you know how that went. But anyway, but that really sharpen our skills, man, where we can just listen and learn stuff super quick, get a feel for what arrangements is going on in the song and
Hmm.
stuff. So yeah, so that we still using that skill set to this day, off
Hmm.
off and on when you got something spur of the moment and there's a song people want to hear. So you just got to be prepared, but we'll let you know we got a tip bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they showed love on the tips. Everybody that night,
That's
man,
good.
showed love on the tips. So,
Yeah.
it's cool. And sometimes it's good to be kind of stretched a little bit and see
Hmm.
what you can do.
Yeah.
I don't want to be stretched every time. Pause, but a little bit here and there. You did.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I don't get much, obviously, from the DJ
Oh
end when
yeah,
people make
yeah,
a request. It's either I have it or I can get it, or I can, try to find ways to fit it into what we're
yeah.
trying to do. But I'll tell people, like, when I'm telling people ahead of time,
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
it's all
reading.
right. Oh, Tim's in the comments? Yeah.
Hey, okay, man. I'm sorry.
It's all
These-
right. Hope he enjoyed his lunch.
I'll tell you later, man.
That
You
must be
gotta
a
quit.
that must be a story to that. Must be a story to that.
It is. It is. But we also battled the DJ one time. So we did a battle. I'm sorry,
Okay.
guys. It's a funny story.
Yeah.
But yeah, so am I crying?
You are. You are crying a little bit.
No, we battled a DJ one time too as a band, going back and forth with a
Hmm.
with a DJ. So like we don't know what the DJ gonna play. We prepared. I think it was like 3 songs
Hmm.
that we prepared, and we battling the DJ, and we won that. I mean, and it's hard, man. If you got live musicians who can flip stuff and do things, if you
Yeah.
battling a DJ, we put the pressure on the DJ that
Yeah.
night. We had to take that.
Especially if the DJ don't have a whole lot of tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can see how
Yeah,
that
he's
could
a
work
good
out.
shout out to DJ Badala B, man. He's still doing
Dollar
his
B.
thing.
Good deal.
Tim, you got me messed up here, man. I wasn't trying to go all into that part, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I'll tell you the story offline, man. It's
That's all
funny.
right. But
Whew.
yeah, on that part about just doing requests, though, I just had a funny one just this past weekend where, I give people ahead of time a tool that they can use to kind of let me know what kind of music they want and stuff like that. And this
Uh-huh.
particular one, she wanted, she told me, a few different ideas of what she liked, and then what she didn't want. That list was a lot longer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It
Yeah,
was all
wow.
the typical stuff that we might try to go to if we need it. Like
Hmm.
she didn't want like no Bruno Mars. She didn't want no line dances, which is fine with me. Like if I can do a wedding with no line dances, I'm good
Right, right,
because I can kill it. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
you got to know your people too, right? You got to know your
Hmm.
family and your friend group. That might be what they need to kind of get them going.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So in this
definitely.
particular one, they just, it was kind of a kickback. People were just chilling for the most part, and they weren't really
Hmm.
doing much. And I'm like, this is one of those times that some of these joints would help, And then people
Oh
were like,
yeah.
some people were asking for it, like the bridesmaids, like, hey, can you play, Cupid Shuffle? Can you play Lil Jon Get Low? And these were
Hmm.
all things that she had asked me not to play. So
Wow.
I was like, so apparently they must have went and talked to her, and she came up to me at
Yeah,
some point and said, just play what everybody's asking for. Forget
yeah.
about
Play.
that list.
Hey,
Just
you
play
know
what
that.
they're asking for.
You know that list that I
Yeah,
made
rip it
not to
up.
play. Play that.
Yeah.
But I've never heard of a list of what not to play.
Yeah, yeah,
Is that
it's popular in the wedding because I mean you
really?
just never know because there might be songs that bring up a bad memory, a song about your ex boyfriend you don't want to hear.
Mm,
Some things are obvious, like I don't want to
yeah.
play a whole bunch of downers, but
No, of course not.
some people like in my world, I've had people tell me, "Yo, I hate Taylor Swift. Don't play any Taylor Swift." So that's
Mm,
something I need to know ahead of time.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So it comes in handy to have that do not playlist,
Okay.
but at the
Mm,
same time, like I'm saying, you gotta know your friends and know your family and
yeah,
because that's half the
yeah,
party. So if
yeah,
they're not dancing and you're not dancing, and some
yeah.
point, luckily she caught it early enough to say, because it wasn't even like she don't like those songs. I guess
Right.
she just thought it was gonna be something different than it was.
Yeah,
Because
and
when I did the wobble and the Cupid
yeah,
shuffle,
that
she was
gets
out
people
there
up.
doing, but she was out
Yeah.
there with them. So it's not like she
Wow.
hated it. She
Yeah.
just I think it gets to a point where people, especially in a certain age group, they've been to so
Uh-huh.
many weddings lately. We've
Yeah.
been to all of our friends have gotten married, and we want to do something different than what they all did. So we don't want
Mhm.
any the typical wedding songs,
Yeah.
but some
But
crowds need
no,
those
yeah,
typical
yeah,
wedding
yeah,
songs.
because those will get at least get bodies on the
Get them
floor and
started. It'll get them
participating. Yeah,
started. Yeah,
and sometimes you got people like I guess like high school dances, right? It's like
yeah,
we waiting on somebody else to get out there, waiting on somebody else to get out there.
yeah.
And nobody. So if you
Right.
throw wobble or Cupid shuffle, even
It's
electric
like an
slide in some case,
icebreaker. Yeah.
icebreaker. You get out there, bring a friend with you, and then
Hmm.
now the dance floor has been touched,
Now it's
and we can proceed.
exactly,
You
and
know.
then the very next day, on Sunday, on Saturday, I mean, when I had the
Hmm.
wedding I had Saturday was the exact opposite. I didn't
Okay.
need any of those songs,
Right.
and it killed the whole night without having a whole lot of that because it was just a different atmosphere.
Right.
Like
They came. They was already ready to
they were
dance.
already ready to party and they had their people with them, but especially when it's like mostly older, most of your guests are like your family, not a whole bunch
Hmm.
in your age group, but it's
Hmm.
mostly like aunts and uncles and stuff like
Yeah.
that. They
Yeah.
need that. They need the
They
stuff
need
that they
that.
know. They need
Right.
they need Bruno Mars and Earth Wind and
Yeah.
Fire
You
and
definitely got to
all
have
that
some Earth
stuff.
Wind in there.
you know.
Shout out to the Earth Wind and Fire family.
Yeah,
Got to
so
have some of that in there.
2 days straight
Yeah.
was the exact opposite. So one, she didn't
Yeah.
want those songs, and I needed them. And the second one, we didn't even need them at all. So it just kind
Yeah.
of depends on the crowd. Just depends on the
That's
crowd.
that's true, and that made me think about my co-host with That's My Story, Miss Shelley Clark White. You know, because she's the wife of Verdine White, the co-founder and bass player for Earth, Wind and Fire.
Hmm.
But last week Tina Turner passed,
Yeah.
and Shelley was an Ikette for
Oh
some
yeah.
years. Yeah,
Okay.
she was an Ikette for some years. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
get Shelley. Try to get Shelley. I try not to turn in too many favors with some of my, you know what I mean, with
Yeah.
some of the higher esteemed folks. But
Sure.
I'm gonna try to get her on because she's worked with Cab Calloway back in the
Hmm.
day, and she was an Ikette, and with the honeycomb, and she grew up like being a child actor, singer, all of
Yeah.
that stuff. But
Yeah.
so I know, I know she really felt that one last week, and prayers and condolences and rest in peace to the queen of rock and roll, Miss Tina Turner, who 83 years, man, and she
Yeah.
was, definitely a legend. So we, being in the music field and all that, we definitely got to I don't want to say make a shout out, but just make an announcement that
Absolutely.
occurred during the 2 weeks that we took a little break
Yeah,
or
man.
whatever. So yeah,
Yeah. Rest in peace,
you
Miss
did.
Tina Turner, for sure.
Hmm.
Yo, man, I think
Yeah,
that's the
man.
show, brother.
Yeah, what you guys got? Anybody got any promos they want to announce for their business or anything coming up before we get out of here? We just wanted to hop on today, just the two of us.
Hmm.
Uh, we can
Just to
make
say
it if
hi.
we try. Yeah, just to say what's
Just
up,
to
y'all,
say
because
hi.
we took a break last
Yeah.
week, guys. So we're back. Just want to get the momentum back
Hmm.
rolling and things like that, and we will be back next week.
Yes, we
What I
will.
got coming up this week while we're waiting on any comments to come in, let's tell you guys where. Let's see. This Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, you can find the chairman of the board and the executives in Raleigh, North Carolina, at North Hills. That's a beautiful outdoor venue slash amphitheater or whatnot they got out there in Raleigh. It's at the North Hills Mall, so it's a nice little area. It's busy. It's nice. Then Friday, the chairman of the board and the executives will be in Statesville. Feel free to go over to our website, thechairmanoftheboard.com, for further details and everything. Also, while I'm speaking about my affiliations, want to shout out Mellow Groove. Timothy Easy was here with us
Yeah,
today.
yeah, yeah.
A longtime Mellow Groove drummer, former guest of the platform. Shout out to Mellow Groove. Shout out to Praise and Faith Gospel Shop. Shout out to Smooth Sales. Shout out to our Power community. And shout out to A Touch of Faith. What we
Juan,
got, Juan? Go
join
ahead.
Facebook Live June 9th through the 14th on the Scarlet Lady. Oh, he's going to be live from the ship.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's going
So
to be on
that would
Facebook
be
Live from the ship.
okay. So what day? What that was 9th through the
June 9th through
14th.
the 14th
So
with,
we would
with
be
the boss
on.
lady.
Yeah, yeah. We might need to, if possible, we could set it up for that Tuesday, the 13th, if he wants to pop in and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
give us a little cue, Juan.
Yeah,
We'll
we could do
arrange
that.
that.
Yeah, we could do
Even if
that
we
for
have a
sure.
guest, we can make it where you can pop on for a few minutes, talk about what you got going on, and
Hmm.
let us see what's happening out
To
there.
learn about the product and about adults only cruising.
Oh,
Absolutely.
okay, okay.
So they're going to Miami, the DR, and Bimini. Yeah, let's do that. Let's
Yeah.
have Juan on live that Tuesday as well, so he can be
So
live
that would
from
be
the
the
cruise ship.
13th. I'm gonna go ahead and write it in just with an asterisk. You got to keep a calendar. I was telling Famous I had a dream last night. Somebody tore pages out my calendar.
It's a
I
nightmare.
couldn't put I couldn't put a face with it. I just had pages missing out my calendar in the dream. I'm like, this is absurd.
Yeah. Who would do that?
Eh, Who would want to take pages out the calendar?
Hmm.
But maybe in the future it'd be worth something. I put it on eBay or something.
Greenville folks,
Get Midas calendar.
Mellow Groove will be at Rainers June
Oh
16th.
yeah, that's June 16th. Yeah, yeah, that's true. So yeah, we got a lot coming up, man. I'm double dutying it because of that week. I'm gonna be in Newton with the chairman on Thursday. Do that with Mellow Groove on
Hmm.
Friday. Then head up to Hendersonville
Hey,
with the chairman on that Saturday. So we busy season, folks. It's summertime. You guys, weekends is our work days
yeah,
for the most part, but we make it do what it do, man. And
for sure.
real quick, want to shout out my son. His birthday is coming up June 6th. He'll be 10
Hey,
years old. Shout out to Isaiah.
happy
And
birthday.
I'm trying to squeeze in doing an event or a party with him this Saturday since I'm off. We're gonna have to do it a little early, but gotta celebrate my kid, man. You
That's
did?
right. Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Isaiah. Let's
Yes,
do this
yeah.
next week. We'll be back with a special guest next Tuesday at noon for
Yeah,
sure.
and meanwhile, folks, don't forget to go over. Can you pop up our YouTube channel one last
Hmm.
time?
Yeah.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, go over there. and subscribe. You know, we're building slowly but slowly but surely wins the race. And shout out to our 329 official members over in the No Shortcuts community. You guys keep sharing that, keep inviting folks. We appreciate everything that you guys are doing. As I always say, yes, it's our faces that you guys see every week, but you guys are the water that keeps the boat afloat, you know?
For sure.
All
Let's
right,
do
we
it
all
again.
set.
All right.
Yeah,
See
let's
you
do it
next
again
week.
next week. Thank y'all.
All right.
Peace, love. We'll holler.
Peace.
Have a great